The glitz, the drama, the unexpected twists. Sometimes the royal family and their orbit feel like a never-ending Netflix series. But here's a twist no one saw coming. Meghan Markle, the Duchess of Sussex, has reportedly been banned from attending the Well-Child Awards in the UK. Yes, you read that right. The very event that once showcased her and Prince Harry's warm connection to sick children and their families has now turned into a controversy after Well-Child's CEO, Matt James, allegedly drew a hard line. Why? Because Meghan apparently intended to bring her Netflix crew along for the ride. And let's be honest, this revelation instantly raises eyebrows. Is it fair? Is it petty? Or is it simply the latest chapter in Meghan's long list of royal-related dramas that seem to follow her wherever she goes? But before we continue, please subscribe, like, and turn on the notification bell for more updates. The charm and chaos of Well-Child Awards. The Well-Child Awards aren't just another fancy royal gathering with tiaras and tailored suits. They're deeply emotional, heartwarming moments where sick children are honored for their courage, and caregivers are celebrated for their strength. Imagine the atmosphere. Stories of resilience, tears flowing freely, applause echoing through the room. For years, Prince Harry has been a loyal patron, often seen wiping his eyes as children shared their journeys. Meghan, too, when she attended, appeared deeply touched. But this time, things took a dramatic detour. Matt James reportedly stepped in with a firm decision. Meghan wasn't welcome if she planned on bringing Netflix cameras. Why? Because these awards are supposed to spotlight the kids, not serve as content fodder for Hollywood contracts. And here's the kicker. While the decision seems noble, it also opens up a storm of questions. Was Meghan really going to overshadow the kids? Or was this another example of her being painted as the villain? Meghan's Netflix saga. Let's rewind for a second. Ever since Meghan and Harry inked their multimillion-dollar deal with Netflix, critics have accused them of turning every royal or charity engagement into content. Remember the docuseries that aired dramatic claims about palace life? It stirred global headlines and a fair share of outrage. So, when whispers spread that Meghan intended to roll into Well-Child with a full production crew, alarm bells went off. Imagine the optics. Instead of the children being the stars of the evening, it risked becoming the Meghan Show. And that's where Matt James allegedly drew his red line. No cameras, no dramatization, just kids, courage, and authenticity. But here's the real question. Did Meghan misread the room? Or is she unfairly targeted because of her past? After all, don't celebrities often bring cameras to charity events to boost awareness? A clash of intentions. Let's play devil's advocate for a moment. Meghan might have genuinely thought bringing a Netflix crew would amplify Well-Child's cause, shining a global spotlight on the kids and families who need it most. In the world of modern PR, exposure is everything, right? But here's the catch. Sometimes too much spotlight burns the wrong people. These families didn't sign up to be on Netflix. They signed up to be honored quietly, respectfully, and with dignity. And the last thing they might want is their deeply personal struggles turning into streaming entertainment. So, the clash wasn't just about Meghan versus Matt James. It was about intention versus perception. Meghan's growing list of no-go zones. If you've followed Meghan's journey, you know this isn't the first time she's been told no. From trooping the color balcony appearances to royal funerals, restrictions have become part of her post-royal life. And while her supporters cry foul, arguing that she's being silenced or excluded, critics say Meghan often miscalculates the mood. Bringing Netflix cameras into a deeply emotional award ceremony may have been the last straw for organizers trying to keep things pure. So, is Meghan being unfairly singled out? Or is she genuinely stepping on toes she shouldn't? The bigger picture, Meghan, image, and control. Here's where it gets fascinating. Meghan has always been savvy about image. From her acting career to her royal wardrobe choices, she knows the power of optics. But sometimes, control over image clashes with the authenticity others demand. Well-Child, at its core, isn't about brand management. It's about honoring raw, unscripted bravery. And maybe, just maybe, that's why Matt James made such a bold move. To protect the sanctity of the event from becoming another polished scene in Meghan and Harry's ongoing saga. But you have to wonder, did he just fuel the very media frenzy he was trying to avoid? After all, banning Meghan makes bigger headlines than quietly allowing her in. What this means for Harry. Caught in the middle, as usual, is Prince Harry. Child is one of his longest-standing commitments, something deeply close to his heart. Sources suggest he's torn, wanting Meghan by his side, but also respecting the organizers' concerns. And here's the irony. Harry alone could attend with no issue, but once Meghan enters the frame, everything changes. The Netflix deal hangs like a shadow over every move, turning even good intentions into controversy. So what does Harry do? Side with Meghan and risk alienating Child? Or stand with the charity and risk more strain in his marriage? Final thoughts. A lesson in balance. At the end of the day, this clash isn't just about Meghan being banned. It's about balance between publicity and privacy, between storytelling and exploitation, between personal brand and public cause. For Meghan, it's a stark reminder that sometimes, less is more. You don't need a film crew to prove you care. For Child, it's proof that protecting dignity sometimes means making unpopular decisions. And for the rest of us, it's a lesson in knowing when to put the camera down and just be present. So, what do you think? Was Matt James right to block Meghan's Netflix plans? Or should she have been allowed to bring the cameras in the name of awareness? Drop your thoughts below. Share this with a friend who follows royal drama, and let's hear your take. Because if there's one thing we can all agree on, it looks like the next season of Meghan and Harry's story has only just begun. Would you like me to also create a viral YouTube description with hashtags for this same headline? That way, you'll have both the article and the video ready package.